The stage opens inside Chubukov's house as Chubukov enters with a warm, yet curious demeanor. He greets Lomov, noticing his formal attire, and inquires about the reason for his visit. Lomov, appearing nervous and sweating, hesitates and expresses that he needs a great favor from Chubukov. The excitement within Chubukov simmers under a facade of normalcy as he urges Lomov to sit down and reveal his needs. Lomov, gathering his courage, states that he has decided to ask for the hand of Chubukov's daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage. Chubukov, overwhelmed with joy at the prospect of this union, happily declares that he will fetch Natalia immediately and rushes off, leaving Lomov in a state of anxious anticipation. As Natalia enters confidently, she greets Lomov and inquires about his formal attire. Lomov, seeking to initiate his proposal, brings up the topic of Oxen Meadows. What follows is a passionate and shocking exchange, as Natalia vehemently asserts that the Meadows belong to her family. Lomov insists otherwise, claiming ownership through family heritage. The argument escalates quickly, with both characters shouting over each other, escalating tensions as each claims rightful ownership. Natalia, determined to prove her point, declares that she will retrieve the documents to substantiate her claims, while Lomov, in a fit of anger, fires back, accusing her of being a poor landowner. As the confrontation reaches its peak, Lomov's stress causes him to clutch his heart and leave the room in distress. Once Lomov exits, Chubukov, sensing the gravity of the situation, turns to his daughter and questions if she knows the real reason Lomov arrived. Natalia, still heated from the argument, asks why. Chubukov shockingly reveals that Lomov came to propose to her. The realization hits Natalia hard as she processes this information and laments the fact that she fought with him over Meadows. Determined to rectify the situation, she urges her father to bring Lomov back immediately, and Chubukov rushes out to call him. When Lomov returns, Natalia attempts to adopt a sweeter demeanor to mend the rift. She begins to inquire about his dog, Guess, pretending to shift the conversation's focus in order to ease into a proposal. However, Lomov cannot resist the urge to point out that Guess pales in comparison to Natalia's dog, Squeezer. The conversation swiftly turns combative once again as they argue over the merits of their respective pets. Natalia insists that Squeezer is superior, while Lomov adamantly defends Guess, declaring him a first-rate dog. Their voices grow louder, and they argue with fervor, drowning out all sense of peace and romantic ambience. Chubukov enters yet again, already exasperated by the strife occurring under his roof. He interrupts their fray, questioning the absurdity of their fighting over dogs at such a critical moment. Lomov, overcome with tension caused by the bickering, begins to tremble and appears to be on the brink of fainting. As the chaos unfolds around them, it becomes evident that despite their shared emotions, they cannot seem to escape the cycle of conflict. Lomov collapses into a chair and seems to be on the verge of losing consciousness. Chubukov panics and calls for water and medicine, desperate to revive Lomov. Natalia, caught in a whirlwind of chaos, is flustered and pleads for Lomov to say something to regain his senses. Chubukov, feeling the urgency of the moment, reminds them both that Lomov came to propose, urging Natalia to respond affirmatively before it is too late. Amidst the confusion and near panic, Natalia finally shouts, "Yes. I say yes," in a dramatic and impulsive declaration of acceptance for the proposal. As Lomov slowly regains consciousness, he asks if Natalia truly said yes. Chubukov, relieved, confirms that she did, and encouraged by the moment of clarity, he urges the two to go ahead and get married, instructing them to kiss. In this moment of supposed resolution, Lamov and Natalia finally agree to the proposal, yet their bickering about whose dog is better continues to overshadow the joy of their engagement. Together, they shout, "Squeezer is better," and "Guess is better," with equal fervor, much to the exasperation of Chubukov. The play humorously captures the essence of human nature, vividly portraying how trivial issues can overshadow significant life moments. It dives into the absurdities of social interactions among the wealthy, showcasing the quirky behaviors of characters who become consumed by their egos and petty disputes. The antics of Lamov, Chubukov, and Natalia serve as a humorous reminder that amidst the chaos of life, it is essential to find joy, even if it means engaging in a loud debate about dogs just before one's wedding.